Their gymnasium, same architect. And I've got to mention, what a place to be. You look over at LaPel High School, at their middle school now, opposite of their high school, and they had the same architect also, and that was spoken about in the pregame of the LaPel game when we talked to Coach Mitch Street. We'll mention we're at Frankton High School. Frankton and LaPel schools, I do see over in the aisle way over there, he's towering about 6'5". Sterling Bowles here watching the ball game. He caught the end of the JV contest. He's still over there now. We'll mention the JV contest ended 51-50. When we were talking about Van Halen, the score was 51-50. It was a good one right there. About half of the fourth quarter was exciting as could be. It was a good ball game. Frankton got the win today. We'll talk a little bit about each school. But first, we'll talk about the Hoosier Conference game night tonight. Games happening tonight on a Thursday, January 31st, last day of the year. Going to get these cold weather days behind us. Finding out this weekend, we might hit 40 and then 50 on Sunday. 58 on Monday. Going to be some rain, but it's going to get back to reality on Thursday with a 28-degree high. So we'll mention in the Hoosier Conference tonight, game night, there are 7 games on the agenda. We'll mention it's Hamilton Heights at Frankton. 6:30 start time tonight. They bumped it up just a little bit, trying to take care of any unwanted snow and travel. They're saying 2 to 4 inches by morning should be just fine as the fans exit the building here today. So Hamilton Heights and Frankton going to tip it off at 6:30. Also today in the Hoosier Conference, we believe these to be true. They might have postponed, might have canceled, but on the agenda, it's Central Catholic at Twin Lakes tonight. They need to play that game. It's a West Division matchup. They need to find out who's going to win the Hoosier West. We'll also mention LaVille at Rensselaer tonight. North Montgomery at Benton Central. And at 7:40 start time, it's Tipton at Peru this evening. West Lafayette at Northwestern tonight. And Winnemac at Lewis Cass. We'll also mention tonight, 31st day of the month here in January on a Thursday, 6 games in the Central Indiana Conference. Central Indiana Conference is where we're at tonight with the Frankton Eagles. We'll mention those games involved tonight. 6 of them, Blackford at Tri-Central, Eastbrook at Bluffton, the Eastern Comets at Oak Hill tonight, Elwood at Taylor, Hamilton Heights at Frankton, and LaPel at Alexandria. All those games, 7:30 starts, minus the Hamilton Heights Frankton, which bumped to 6:30 for the varsity. We'll also mention a little bit about each school. We'll talk about the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Hamilton Heights Huskies. The Hamilton Heights Huskies have a school enrollment of 728. Their gym size back home, 3106. We'll mention their Class 3A Sectional 24. There are 6 in their sectional. That sectional will happen at Newcastle High School. The girls are involved in the sectional presently. They'll play on Saturday. We'll talk about that in a moment. Also, we'll mention in Hamilton Heights sectional, that's sectional 24. The teams involved are Delta. They're still currently 17-0. Newcastle, they're 8-6. Hamilton Heights, they're 10-5. Yorktown, 3-12. Blackford Bruins, they're 11-3. And Muncie Burris are also 3-12. We'll mention the principal at Hamilton Heights High School is Jared Mason. The athletic director is Kurt Alden. The athletic secretary is Lee Ann Moffitt. And we'll remind you, Hamilton Heights High School is located at 25802 State Road 19, Arcadia, Indiana, 46030. You can reach them on the web at hhschuskies.org. They wear the collars orange, white, and brown. They are in the Hoosier Conference. The Huskies are in the East Division. There's an East and a West. There are 10 teams in the Hoosier Conference. They are currently lined up like this. First position in the East is Northwestern. Second position, Hamilton Heights. Third position, Tipton. Fourth position is Western. And fifth position is Lewis Cass. We'll mention in the West Division. First position currently is Lafayette Central Catholic. Second position, West Lafayette. Third position is Twin Lakes. Fourth position, Rensselaer. And fifth position is Benton Central. We'll remind you the Huskies are currently 10-5 on the season. They've got a 2-game win streak intact. 3-1 is what they finished in the Hoosier East. And we'll remind you offensively, they average 67.3 points per ball game. Defensively, they give up 63. Those are averages. We'll also mention Hamilton Heights Huskies are coached by Chad Ballinger. Chad Ballinger, 163 wins as a Hamilton Heights coach, 106 losses. He's working in year number 12 at Hamilton Heights. Overall, he's a 19-year varsity head basketball coach. 240 wins, 189 losses. And we'll remind you the next game on the agenda for the Hamilton Heights Huskies was going to be Monday. Monday going to be slated as the championship night, 7:30, for Class 3A Sectional 24 basketball for the girls variety. I got an email today. Mr. Ogden's going to switch that game from Monday versus Sheridan. It'll be a Hamilton Heights home game. The game will happen on Tuesday, February 5th versus Sheridan. That's the next boys basketball game after tonight. 7:27 on the game clock rolling down. We'll mention a little bit about the home team, the Frankton Eagles. The Frankton Eagles, they have a school enrollment of 480. Right here in Frankton, they have a gym size capacity, 2,400. We'll mention their Class 2A sectional 40. There are 6 in their sectional. Their sectional is lining up like this. Frankton, they're 15-3. Lapel Bulldogs, 10-6. Wapahani, they're 9-5. The Sheridan Blackhawks, they're 8-5, followed up by Monroe Central and Elwood. We'll also remind you the principal at Frankton Eagle High School is Greg Granger. The athletic director is Brent Brobston. The athletic secretary, she was most instrumental for putting me in sports. We're thankful, Katrina Hunter. And we'll also mention Frankton High School is located at 610 Clyde Street. That's in Frankton, Indiana, 46044. You can find them on the web at franktonathletics.com. They wear the collars red and white. They participate in the Central Indiana Conference. There are 8 teams in the Central Indiana Conference, and they are as such. Right now in first position, we'll mention it's Frankton. They're 5-0 in the conference, 15-3 overall. Second position, Alexandria. They're 4-1 in the conference presently. They're 11-5 overall. Third position is Mississinawa. Mississinawa 4-1 also. They're 10-5. Fourth position is Blackbird. They're currently 3-3 in the conference, 11-3 overall. In fifth position, it's Madison Grant. Madison Grant 3-3. They're 8-8 overall, followed up by 6th, 7th, and 8th place. That's Oak Hill, Eastbrook, and Elwood. I should mention Oak Hill a year ago, Class 2A, captured all the marbles at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Played well. We'll also mention the Frankton Eagles are currently 15-3. They have a 9-game win streak intact. They're 5-0 in the Central Indiana Conference. Per game average offensively, Frankton Eagles 67.1. Per game average defensively for the Frankton Eagles 49.3. The Frankton Eagles head basketball coach is Brent Brobston. 173 wins, 92 losses, working in his 11th year at Frankton High School. We'll also mention the next game on the agenda for the Frankton Eagles will happen February 8th. February 8th, that's coming right up next week. Frankton will be at Mississinawa. That'll be a 7:30 tip-off for the varsity. We'll mention 4:12 left as the clock rolls down. We hear a little Van Halen, a little Panama going on right here. We were talking about 5150. Different album. 1994 Panama came off of that album. And we'll mention a little bit about basketball. Basketball on the agenda, going to happen this weekend. It's going to continue. I did talk to a coach a while ago. I found out a little bit about the Frankton Eagles. They were victorious in their ball game on Tuesday. They will advance. We'll talk about their lineup first. That's sectional number 40. It happens at Sheridan High School. The Frankton Eagles' second round action will happen on February 1st. That's tomorrow night. Frankton will go against LaPel. Frankton will be the home team. They're the bottom bracket. And we'll mention that game will start at 6 p.m. Later on tomorrow night, it'll be Monroe Central and Wapahani. 7:30 start time. The two winners will play on Saturday, February 2nd at 7:30 for the sectional title in sectional 40 right there at Sheridan High School. We'll also mention Newcastle sectional. Newcastle High School, Class 3A sectional 24. First round action, there was only one team, or one winner, I should say. It was a good contest. We'll mention Hamilton Heights captured the win over Yorktown. The Huskies were the home team, 38-20. That happened on Tuesday the 29th, 7 p.m. start time. And they've earned the right to play in the second round. They'll play against Muncie Burris. Muncie Burris earned their way to the semifinals without playing a ball game. They got the bye. It'll be Muncie Burris Lady Owls versus Hamilton Heights Lady Huskies. But that game, due to weather, will happen on Saturday, 6 p.m., February 2nd. So they'll get to rest, maybe practice tomorrow night. And we'll also mention, happening tomorrow night, still first round, it's going to be at the Newcastle sectional. First game Friday, tomorrow night, just 6 p.m. start. That's February 1st. It'll be the Newcastle Lady Trojans versus the Blackford Lady Bruins. In the nightcap at 7:30, Friday, that's tomorrow, it'll be the Delta Lady Eagles and the Jay County Lady Patriots. That's a 7:30 start. Of those two ball games, the two winners will play in the nightcap after the Muncie Burris Hamilton Heights game on Saturday. But the nightcap game will start at 7:30. On Saturday, the two winners will play in the championship contest. That'll happen on Monday, February 4th, 7:30 p.m., just be one game. And that's pretty much the reason that the Huskies are going to play Sheridan, the boys variety, on Tuesday, February 5th. Give everyone a chance to go watch the Lady Huskies. So that's the 44th annual IHSAA Girls Basketball Tournament. It's underway. It's happening, and they'll have regional competition happening next weekend. I will be unavailable. I'll be at my daughter's wedding. She'll be getting married, Colton L. Brett. They'll be getting married on the 9th. We'll practice on Friday the 8th, and I hope I can walk her down the aisle okay. So 25 seconds left. Clock rolling down. This game is being simulcast. HamiltonCountyTV.com. You can capture it live or on demand. Any Internet Connect device can pick up the signal. That's www.hctv1.com. Also available on Twitter and Facebook. You're listening to PutMeInSports.com, Internet Radio Sports. We're a stand for our national anthem, and we're going to set this down.
For the playing of our national anthem.
Well done. Our national anthem, that's when both sides of the court, everyone involved, are all on the same page for at least a minute and a half. So we're going to mention the starting lineups here in a moment. We're going to let you know the next game on the agenda for Put Me in Sports will happen on the 15th of February. That'll be the Hoosier Conference playoff game. And we'll also mention following that on the 16th, it'll be Hamilton Heights at Peru. The Huskies will travel to Peru High School. That's a great place to be. And we'll also mention on the 19th, it'll be Harrison out of West Lafayette versus Hamilton Heights at Hamilton Heights. And on the 22nd, it'll be Central Catholic at Lewis Cass. We'll travel to Lewis Cass King High School to do the ball game. We're going to mention the starting lineups first. For the visiting team, Hamilton Heights Huskies, they'll start like this. Wearing number 0. He's 5'11". He's a sophomore. That's Gus Etchison. Averages 25 points per ball game. He shoots 36% from the three-point strike. We'll also mention wearing number 2, 6'2" junior, Isaac Hickok. Averaging 6.6, 39% three-point shooter. Wearing number 14, it's 6'1" junior. Number 14 is Brett Pennington. We'll also mention, starting tonight, wearing number 15, he's 6'4", he's a senior, averages 15.6 a game. That's A.J. Field. The final starter for the Huskies is number 24, 5'8" junior, 6.3 per ball game, 4.6 assists per game. That's Hudson Hosteller. The head coach is Chad Ballinger. We'll mention the starting lineup for the Frankton Eagles. Frankton Eagles will start like this. Wearing number 10, he's 5'11", he's a senior, 8.6 points per game average. That's Braxton Kane. Wearing number 14, he's 5'10", he's a junior, averaging 4.3 per ball game, 3.7 assists per game. That's Ethan Bates. Wearing number 20, he's 6'1", he's a senior. He averages 10.1 per contest. That's John Hatzel. Wearing number 30, 6'1" senior, 18 points per ball game. That's Caden Key, the final starter in the lineup for the Frankton Eagles tonight. Wearing number 40, 6'7" senior, 13.6 average per game. That's Rylan Detling. The head coach is Brent Robson. So they're introducing the starting lineups. They got a little video playing on the stage. Nothing wrong with that. My wife texts me, lets us know we're coming through loud and clear. We're hoping to get some listening audience. We may even have Coach Ballinger's dad listening from Florida. I hope it's warmer in Florida. But I tell you what, I'm hoping that the Super Bowl game is going to be warm inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's going to be an interesting game. A lot of folks talking about a team that's not there. But anyway, they're introducing the Frankton Eagles right now. And we'll mention this ball game is being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com. Simulcast HamiltonCountyTV.com. If you want to listen by a cell phone, a smartphone, you can listen at www.hctv1.com. You can also listen by Twitter and Facebook. They introduced the Frankton Eagles. They're in a circle right there. They're talking about it right now. The lights come back up to full-fledged. Had to use that cell phone. It's got some illumination. It works as a flashlight sometimes, and I don't mind using it as a flashlight in this case. So we're at Frankton High School. Gus Etchison, some knuckles all around. Should be a good ball game. What a festive atmosphere right here at Frankton. Sure glad we got to play this game. This game is going to be special. We'll see. It's going to be 32 minutes if it doesn't take longer. So we'll see. 8 minutes on the game clock. They're going to jump it up right now. Frankton Eagle in the center circle, number 40. Rylan Detling, 6'7" senior. He's going to jump it up against Gus Etchison, 5'11" sophomore. Here comes the tip. Is up in a shallow toss, not very tall. Pretty easy to pick up and throw to the backcourt. In the front court now, Frankton Eagles with the basketball out top, number 40, Ryan Detling. They'll work it down to Detling. Get an entry pass from Ethan Bates. They work around, they get the bucket. Ethan Detling, first 2 points of the ball game from in the paint. 2-0 contest. Frankton in front. 7:37 on the game clock. Gus Etchison crossing over, working it out on the right side of the court. He'll pass it right side behind the arc to Hudson Hosteller. Hosteller on the dribble, crossover, 15-footer from the free throw line, got it. Hudson Hosteller ties the ball game at 2. 7:20 on the game clock. We're going to back out top to move it left side behind the arc. To move it down low, once again, to Detling in the paint. He'll take a floater. About a 4 or 5 footer, got the bucket. It's 4-2. 7:07 on the game clock. Front court with the basketball, Gus Etchison. Near the scorer's bench, out top, near the center circle, the center line. He'll bring it back. He'll square it up. He'll work it right side. Brett Pennington stepped in front of the line. He'll take a 2-point shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Isaac. Isaac Hickok. He'll dish it off. A.J. Field. He'll work it underneath. Reverse layup. Got the bucket. Brett Pennington for 2 with the reverse layup. Credit the assist to A.J. Field. It's a 4-4 ball game. 6:38 on the game clock. We've just begun. Right elbow extended. 3-point shot good. Frankton Eagle, number 30, Caden Key. Caden Key, he averages 18 points a game. He leads the team with average. They'll work it back out top with the basketball. 7-4 contest. Working the basketball now out near the center circle is Hudson Hosteller. He'll pass it right side behind the arc. Gus Etchison. He'll spin move at the elbow left side. Shot when to go. Rebound secured by Detling. He'll dish it off, number 10, Braxton Kane. To the front court, he'll take a 14-footer left side of the paint. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Isaac Hickok. He'll dish it right side. Bring it across the timeline is Gus Etchison on the dribble. He'll go through the legs out top. He's working against John Hassel. They're working behind the arc. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Brett Pennington. Left side of the court wouldn't go. Rebound secured by John Hassel. Back the other direction. They'll go baseline jumper. In 40, Ryan Detling gets another bucket. He's got 6 in the ball game. They've got 9. 9-4 contest. To the corner. Couldn't handle the basketball. Brett Pennington going to give it back to Frankton. It's going to be a timeout call. The Eagles going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout. And we'll mention this game is being brought to you by Brian Baer, Main Street Mortgage. Also, Lisa Stokes Baer, Century 21. Indiana Express Rentals. That's in Noblesville. Adler Attorneys, also in Noblesville, along with the Adler Building, office space available. And we'll also mention Sign Production, PutMeInSports.com, Fritz Auto Sales and Service, McCreary Concrete Products Incorporated, and Audio Sports Online.net, along with Hamilton County TV.com. So second buzzer sounds. 30-second timeout called by the Frankton Eagles. Can be brought in deep in the back court from the side court by the Eagles. It's tossed in, number 14, Ethan Bates on the dribble. They'll work it out top. Stationary dribble. They'll play a 1-2-2. Looks like down low. They'll work it right side with the basketball. They'll get it to Braxton Kane. Now back out top. They'll move it to Bates. Back to Kane. He'll dribble in. Back out top of the circle. 14, Ethan Bates. Right corner baseline shot wouldn't go. Shot was taken by Caden Key. Would have been a 3. Rimmed over. Picked up coming the other direction is Hudson Hosteller in the front court now. 9-4 contest. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 3 minutes gone by, and you can already feel the fun that they're having. 9-4 contest. Out top, lost the handle. Going after the basketball, saving the basketball was Isaac Hickok. To the corner, picked up by Brent Pennington just before it went out of bounds. Back out top to work to Etchison. He'll take a three, left elbow extended, shot wouldn't go. Rebound secured, number 20, John Hatzel. Works it left side, going to drive the baseline, kicks it back out, three-point land, shot on the way. Got the bucket, Frankton Eagle, number 20, John Hatzel. Three-point land, it's a 12-4 contest. 8-point leader are the Frankton Eagles. Ball's in the front court, Hamilton Heights Huskies. Out top of the basketball, he'll move it right side. Balance the court now, right side, he'll go baseline, kick it back out, that's Hudson Hosteller. Kicks it off, three-point land, shot wouldn't go. Isaac Hickok. Right elbow extended, rebound secured by 14, Ethan Bates. Long three-point shot, left elbow, I should say right elbow extended at the other side of the court. Good, number 20, John Hassel. 15-4 contest. Gonna dribble now, Gus Etchison. Pushes it right side, last touch, goes out of bounds off of the hand of a Frankton Eagle. Lines up or ends up in the bench area there of Frankton. Substitution checking in. We're going to see number 44, Will Watley. He's a 6'5" senior. He'll check in the ball game. 15-4. They inbound the basketball and work it down low. Working down low to A.J. Field. He'll go left-handed off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Detley. Back the other direction. They'll go baseline drive with Key. Key going to take a shot. They're going to count the bucket. Looks like the signal I saw might have been a same signal you might see for an offensive foul, but they count the bucket. 17-4, 2-point bucket. The foul's whistled on Hudson Hosteller. He picks up number 1. That's the first foul in this ball game. First shot, only shot, three-point play good. Number 30, Caden Key, a 6'1" senior. So we'll jog it to the timeline. Crossing the timeline is Hudson Hosteller. He's working against number 10, Braxton Kane. So working through the corner, Isaac Hickok. Hickok, cross-court skip pass, three-point shot in the air, wouldn't go. A.J. Field, shooting for the board right here was Pennington. Didn't want to go over the back, ball secured by 6'7" Detley. Back the other direction, shot wouldn't go in the paint. I believe shot taken by Will Watley. First shot of his ball game. He just entered the contest. They're working around 3 minutes left. We're in the first quarter. 18-4. Frankton in front with the basketball in the front court. Hudson Hosteller trying to bring the ball back out, and the ball's tipped away by Frankton Eagle. It's going to belong to the Huskies. They'll bring the ball in from the side court in front of the Frankton Eagle bench. In the ball game for Frankton, we're going to see number 3, Andrew Hartley, 5'10" senior. He'll check in, give a breather to number 10, Braxton Kane. Going to toss the ball to the backcourt, retrieved right there by Hudson Hosteller. He'll bring it back across the timeline. Setting up the play. They're working at 2:47 on the game clock. 18-4 contest, backdoor cut. Gus Etchison, he'll take a fadeaway jumper on the baseline. Shot wouldn't go. They'll go back the other direction. Frankton Eagles. Right side, they'll move it to Detling. Baseline, they'll go in the paint. They're going to say a push foul occurred. Pretty good slide step right there by Detling. No shot allowed as prior to the shot. They're going to whistle the foul on Hamilton Heights. Number 14, Brent Pennington. He picks up his first foul of the ball game. They're working down into paint. They bring it in the paint. Right back up with a shot. Number 3, Andrew Hartley. 2-point bucket. It's 20-4. Working to the left side with the basketball, Hudson Hosteller. He's working against number 3, right there. Working it back around. That's Andrew Hartley. He'll work it right side with the basketball back to Gus Etchison. He'll pick up his dribble. He'll bounce it out top. Hudson Hosteller back to Etchison. Thought about a 3. He'll kick it to the corner. A.J. Field will take the 3. He'll hit the bucket. A.J. Field from three-point land. And Coach Brobson, you can see the dismay. But they're working through the front court now. 20-7. 13-point advantage for the Frankton Eagles. Out top with the basketball. Working it around the perimeter. 14, Ethan Bates. Out top of the basketball, Andrew Hartley. Just entered the ball game. We're in the first quarter, 20-7, a 13-point advantage for Frankton. They work it down low. 2-point bucket, reverse layup, number 40, Rylan Detling. They'll work it back the other direction, 22-7. Short off the mark in the corner. Shot taken there, 3-point land, wouldn't go for A.J. Field. Back the other direction for Frankton. Behind the arc, 3-point shot for Detling, 6'7" shot right there. Wouldn't go. Rimmed out, going back the other direction. Gus Etchison, he'll pop a shot. 3-point land. He'll go the distance, and he'll fly it and got that one. Gus Etchison, it's 22-10. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. On the dribble out top with the basketball. Number 14, Ethan Bates, works the left side. They go bounce pass down low. It's stolen by Hosteller. They go back the other direction. Makes a good pass. Lead pass up front to Gus Etchison off the glass left side. 2-point bucket. Hosteller made the play. 22-12. 10-point ball game. We're going to left side with the basketball, playing double team. Going to jump cut, pass it, going to be stolen. Isaac Hickok to the front court, again off the glass, opposite side. Gus Etchison for 2. 24 seconds left in the quarter. 22-14, an 8-point ball game. Front court with the basketball, number 14. Ethan Bates, he'll bounce it to Detling just inside the paint. I should say inside the arc. To the corner, 3-point land, shot in the air, got the bucket. Right corner baseline, credit to shot number 20, John Hassel. 25-14, final shot at the buzzer. Short off the mark, couldn't go. 3-point land shot for Gus Etchison at the end of 1 quarter of play. And offensive output tonight, we'll mention Frankton Eagles in front, 25, Hamilton Heights 14. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Main Street Mortgage, a local full-service mortgage broker located in Cicero. Owner Brian Baer has more than 20-plus years of mortgage loan origination experience. Brian offers a full array of mortgage products from no money down to 20% down conventional mortgage loans. He offers personal customer service, expert knowledge of all mortgage loans, and the lowest interest rates you will find. Call today and start saving money now. 317-420-5192. Again, that's 317-420-5192. Brian Baer and Main Street Mortgage, a wonderful combination. He's located in Cicero at 269 West Jackson Street, Suite 107. That's Cicero, Indiana, 46034. So we're going to inbound the basketball. It's going to belong to Hamilton Heights. Huskies going to enter the lineup with senior athlete number 23, Trey Leininger. He'll inbound the basketball. He'll pass it to the backcourt, picked up by Hudson Hosteller. They'll work with Etchison, Hosteller, A.J. Field. And number 2 is Isaac Hickok, along with Trey Leininger. Shot from the edge. 3-point shot good. Left corner near the baseline. 3-point shot good for Isaac Hickok. Shot in the air the other direction. Another 3-point shot wouldn't go. That time taken by number 30, Caden Key. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say this ball went out of bounds last touch on the carom by Hamilton Heights. Going to bring it in right at the bucket. On their own baseline, Frankton Eagles, number 10, Braxton Kane. Braxton Kane going to bring the ball in. He'll dish it deep in the front court. Picking the ball up is Caden Key. Triple threat. He'll dribble once. He'll pass it left side in front of the Hamilton Heights bench. They're going to work it down low. They'll go off the glass. Shot goes in for 20 right there in the paint. Right corner. They work the baseline. That's John Hassel. Back the other direction. They work it to the paint again, and Gus Etchison puts it off the glass for 2. 27-19. An 8-point contest once again. They'll work it back around with the basketball, number 20, John Hassel. Works it right side to move the basketball back out top to Andrew Hartley. Hartley on the dribble. He's being guarded by A.J. Field. They'll work it right side behind the arc. They go baseline. They kick it back out. That's Braxton, I should say, Kane with the basketball. They work it down low. Detling gets it inside. Detling gets the assist. Credit the bucket, number 30, Caden Key. 29-19, a 10-point leader are the Frankton Eagles. 6:33 on the game clock. Working it out top, A.J. Field will dish it back to Gus Etchison. Hesitation dribble. He'll work it right side. He'll go baseline. Skip pass to the opposite corner. Hudson Hosteller. 3-point shot good for Hosteller. 29-22. Walking across the timeline. Working it right side now with the basketball. Number 10, Braxton Kane for the Eagles. Cross-court skip pass to the corner. Back out, they'll get it to Andrew Hartley. Back to number 10, Kane. They'll work it down low. They'll get a shot off the glass. Number 20, John Hassel. And a good pass from Will Watley. Working it back around. Shot wouldn't go. Hamilton Heights right side. Elbow going back the other direction with the basketball. Number 30, Caden Key. Out top, three-point land on the way. Rimmed out, wouldn't go. Braxton Kane. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Frankton Eagles. Going to give the ball back to the Huskies. So substitutions in the ball game. Frankton Eagles going to check in the ball game with number 22, Colt Litzy. He's a 6-foot senior. And also on the floor in the ball game, 22, I should say that. You have John Hatzel on the floor. Number 40 back on the floor, that's Ryan Detling. He got a breather. Also on the floor, number 30, Caden Key. And the shot out top, Hamilton Heights. Shot wouldn't go. Isaac Hickok, three-point land. Rebounded there by Frankton. Credit the rebound, Colt Litzy. They'll work it down the baseline. Going to be a foul on the floor. Working the baseline there was number 22, Colt Litzy. Husky's going to pick up the foul. Foul's going to be whistled on 24, Hudson Hosteller. He's got 2 in the ball game. Huskies with 3. Frankton yet to commit a foul in the first half. Out top with the basketball. 5:12 on the game clock. 31-22. Double team. They'll work out of it. They'll pass out of it with the basketball now. Braxton Kane. Triple threat available in the ball game for Hamilton Heights. Last break. We'll mention it's number 1, Corey Von Felt. Corey Von Felt played some good D's. Got some wheels. Got some quickness. The ball goes out of bounds. Going to give the ball back to Hamilton Heights. Checking the back in the ball game, number 14, Ethan Bates for the Frankton Eagles. Going to cross the timeline at a trot pace. The ball handler, Hudson Hosteller, junior class member, 5'8", goes to the right side. They're kicking back left side behind the arc. Shot on the way, A.J. Field, going to be an offensive foul. It's going to be an illegal pick, evidently. Going to be number 23, Cray Leininger. He'll pick up his first foul in the ball game. Team foul number 4 for Hamilton Heights. Brent Pennington going to check back in the ball game. He wears number 14, taking a breather. Number 24, Hudson Hosteller. 4:45 left here in the second quarter. 31-22. Left side with the basketball. Cross-court skip pass to the corner. Going to go baseline. Key with the shot off the glass. That's Caden Key, 6'1" senior. Drove the baseline. 33-22. They're working through the corner. A.J. Field with the basketball. Picking him up right there. 24, Aiden Brobson. Aiden Brobson in the ball game. Sophomore athlete. Played a good JV game. Has quarters remaining. He's in the game now. 4:13 on the game clock. 33-22. Right elbow extended. Shot him off the mark. Wouldn't go. Wouldn't go for Isaac Hickok, but it's rebounded by Corey Bonfeld. He dishes it off into paint. Shot wouldn't go. A.J. Field. Rebound 14. Ethan Bates for Frankton. Back the other direction. They'll go baseline drive. Key couldn't get the shot to fall. Rebound secured by A.J. Field. He'll bring it across the timeline. 6'4" dribbler. They'll work it back out top. Isaac Hickok back to A.J. They'll work it left side with the basketball. They're going to call a traveling violation. That was a difficult call. I think that was just a call anyway. That's a tough call to make, but anyway. 3:40 on the game clock. 33-22. And across the timeline with the basketball, number 14, Ethan Bates. They'll work it right side behind the arc. They'll work it down low to Detling. Detling going to turn around jumper off the glass. Wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Hamilton Heights' Brent Pennington. He'll bring it across the timeline. Out top, he'll work it through the left corner baseline. Shot in the air. Good. Isaac Hickok from three-point land. 33-25. Back to that 8-point advantage. The differential is 8, has been at least 3 times in this ballgame. 3:05 on the game clock. Left side with the basketball on the dribble is Key. That's Caden Key. Back out top, the movement right side, 14, Ethan Bates. They'll go baseline off the glass, shot when to go. Rebound secured, finally picked up there again by the shooter, Ethan Bates. Fouled his shot well, had a good carom. They'll work it back out. He picked up the dribble out top. He'll dish it to Detling. They'll work it down low. Spin move off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. 20, John Hassel. Couldn't get it to fall. Back the other direction. Hamilton Heights with the board. And then Corey Vonfelt goes through the hoop in the land of the trees. Puts it off the glass. Up and in. Corey Vonfelt. 33-27. 2:20 left here in the second quarter. Works it around the perimeter. Left side, Key with the basketball. He'll drive in. They're going to call a blocking foul. Setting up, trying to draw the charge. Evidently didn't get the job done. And pretty close right there, got to mention. Craig Leininger going to pick up his second foul in the ball game. That call may have gone either way. But they're going to put Key at the stripe. Caden Key shoots 64% from the foul stripe. He's 33 for 56. He averages 18 points a game. Going to step right there. They're going to have substitutions check in after the first shot. He gets two of them. First shot up and good. Substitution back to the ball game for Hamilton Heights. A.J. Fields taking a breather is Craig Leininger. Back in the game for Frankton Eagles is number 10, Braxton Kane. Taking a breather for the Eagles is number 24, Aiden Brobson. He gets both of them. Caden Key twice at the stripe. 35-27. Back to an 8-point advantage. Hamilton Heights going to drive baseline. Power layup, right side off the glass, got the bucket. That's A.J. Field. 35-29, lead cut to 6. They'll work it right side behind the arc. On the dribble, he'll pick it up. They'll work it back out top. They'll hand the ball off. Number 14, Ethan Bates. They'll move it back right side, tipped away. Pretty good hands there, good quickness. Corey Vonfeld tips it out of bounds. His last touch by Corey. Going to be brought in the front court by the Frankton Eagles. Number 20, John Hatzel will inbound the basketball to the backcourt. Picked up by Ethan Bates. No contest. He'll cross the timeline. He's in the front court now. He'll work it back out top. They'll move it around the perimeter. They'll work it down low. He'll take a shot to baseline. Traveling violation is going to be the call. Frankton Eagle number 40, Rylan Detling, 6'7" senior. 1:34 on the game clock. 35-29 in the front court with the basketball. Gus Etchison. Gus Etchison going to pass it out top to A.J. Field. Left elbow extended. He'll give the ball up on good defense by Detling. And they'll work the ball back out top to Isaac Hickok. Behind the back dribble, he'll dribble it in. Elbow, he'll kick it right side behind the arc to Gus Etchison. 1:10 left here in the first half. Long three-point shot. He'll take it this time. Rim out long. That was A.J. Field. Right on target. Just a bit long. Back the other direction on the dribble. Detling inside the arc. He'll bring the ball back out. They'll reset the offense. John Hatzel. They're working right side. They'll go baseline. Number 10, Braxton Kane. He'll kick it left side. Be a 2 if it goes. Wouldn't go. For 20, John Haskell. 2-point bucket goes in on the rebound basket by number 30, Caden Key. 37-29, that 8-point advantage for Frankton. 35 seconds left here in the first half. Out top, stationary dribble. Looking for a screen. Not going to utilize a screen quite yet. Gus Etchison out top near the center line. 23 seconds left. No defense being shown. Ethan Bates, plenty of space between Etchison and himself. We're going to use this clock as the last shot, evidently, of the first half. 37-29. Gus Etchison going to begin his approach. 6 seconds. He'll drive the lane. Kick it to the corner. Brent Pennington, shot off the mark, wouldn't go. Rebound, Ethan Bates. He'll take a shot at the buzzer. They weren't going to count it. It was behind the buzzer. And we'll mention we are at halftime. Score at halftime, the Frankton Eagles 37, the Hamilton Heights Huskies 29. We'll take a 10-minute intermission. And then we're going to, pardon me? Pick it up, sure. All right, we're going to hopefully we'll talk here in a minute, but we'll mention 10 minutes on the intermission clock. And we'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, real estate wouldn't be real estate without a real estate professional like Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, proud to assist you with your current and future real estate needs. You can call Lisa Stokes Bear or send her a text message, 317-513-4086. Again, that's 317-513-4086. Lisa is a member of Century 21 Sheets. That's in Carmel, Indiana. And we're joined right now with our halftime guest. We're going to talk to Tony Etchison. I'm going to unplug right here and step down there with Tony. But this is a nice place to work, though, I got to admit. We're going to work right here. I'll stand by you, Tony, but you're about 7 inches taller than me.
Yeah, I've started to shrink a little bit, but
I exaggerated a little bit, but you're much taller than me. I tell you what, we wanted to have this interview before today. It just didn't work out, but it's going to work out tonight. How are you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good on this cold night. Kind of a weird night. No school today, no practice. Early start. Kind of a strange night, but hopefully we can come away, get strong here in the second half and get a win.
Would be good. We'll also mention, I got to mention, you're a husband. You're a dad of 3 boys. You couldn't be much prouder of your 3 young men.
Yeah, they're a handful, but it's a fun ride. It's gone fast. They've grown up fast, and it's hard to believe they're as old as they are. And but yeah, it's been rewarding.
You've got a wife that's just out of this world. She makes it fun, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's a firecracker. She's got a lot of energy, and she makes life fun.
Absolutely. I was going to ask you, your wedding, your anniversary. Tell me when they are.
So June 21st of 1997, we got married.
That's awesome. See, well, you got a mom and a dad yourself, Phil and LeVon. They show up almost every game. I saw them over there from here.
Yeah, they try to make it out when they can. They like to watch the kids play, and they get stressed and nervous just like all of us watching them play, but they try to make it when they can.
That's excellent. You got 2 brothers. So you grew up in a family of 3 boys. You were the youngest. Talk about Tim, your oldest brother, and Eric.
So, yeah, I've got my oldest brother, Tim, is 8 years older than me, and then my brother, Eric, is 7 years older than me. So I kind of grew up as a little runt that they would carry around to go play pickup basketball, and I was always wanting to hitch a ride with them and hang out with my big brothers and try to keep up with the older kids.
Call that an advantage, a disadvantage, or a little of both?
Definitely an advantage. Makes you tough, makes you grow up fast, and makes you compete with older, stronger kids. So it definitely is an advantage.
Absolutely. Hey, you played basketball for the Noblesville Millers. Your head coach, Dave Nicholson. I know you want to talk about Dave.
Yeah, Coach Nicholson's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a great person, great mentor, and not only did he churn out great teams and great players, but great people. If you look at all the people he turned out as players, they're all successful. They're good people, good fathers, good husbands. So really, he's got quite a legacy there at Noblesville.
He gets to work with WHMV, and he gets to work with Howard Kelman.
Yeah, that's right. That goes back a long time. Howard was the color commentator when they did Channel 40 Game of the Weeks when I played. So that's going back quite some time. So, yeah, they've got quite a history there.
Howard Kelman, I think 42 years with the Indianapolis Indians.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's got that voice that you can recognize anywhere.
No doubt. Hey, I got to mention him. Tony Euler, he gave me some stats here. Tony Euler, a great guy, assistant AD at Noblesville. Number 4 all time, Tony Edgerson in scoring at Noblesville High School, 1,357 points.
Yeah, at the time I was second. There's been a few young bucks that have passed me, one by quite a lot, Tom Coverdale. But yeah, it was a great run. I had a good career. Was fortunate enough to stay healthy, which is important when you're putting up points in a career like that. So yeah, I was fortunate to put up the points I did. Of course, I like to joke with Coach Nicholson. If I got to shoot as much as Gus gets to shoot, I would have scored a lot more than that.
I'm not going to say anything about that. But anyway, number 18 in Hamilton County basketball history, Tony Edgerson, 1,357 points.
Yeah, I'm honored by that. Obviously would have liked to put up a few more points, which would have meant we would have went a little farther in the tournament. So that's always a good way to boost your career points, is to go a little further, a little deeper into the state tournament. Wish I could have done that, played a few more games, but it didn't work out that way, so no regret.
Hey, well, I'm talking about you because I know you would never bring these topics up on your own.
Well, I try to stay humble because anytime I've ever tried to brag about myself or anybody around me, I get humbled real quick. So I try not to do that.
I'm humbled to stand here beside you today.
Well, I appreciate that. You're quite the legend yourself in Hamilton Heights sports history.
I wish I could want to believe that, but I'll also mention, tell you what, Tony, Hall of Fame, They regathered the 25-year members not too long ago, about 3 years ago, and they pulled them back, and they had a Hall of Fame get-together at Newcastle. You were in attendance, but that had to be special.
Yeah, that was quite an honor. I wasn't expecting it, but it was quite an honor, and that was a strong class in Indiana basketball. So I was really humbled and honored to be a part of that, and not sure I deserved it, but we'll take it.
I would say you did. I'm not talking just solely about you, but I'm going to mention one more thing. You went to Mercer University, and you played in 2 NCAA tournaments. Your dad told me, kept me in tune. I watched both of them.
Well, I'll have to correct something. We never got to the tournament. We got to the conference championship game 3 years in a row and lost all 3 times. So we got to play on ESPN 3 straight times in the conference tournament championship game. But unfortunately, we came up short in all 3 years. If I remember right, I think College of Charleston, Georgia State, and Central Florida were the 3 teams that beat us those 3 years.
I don't care if you corrected it or not. I still look up to you, and you had to have a wonderful time at Mercer.
Yeah, it was a fun experience. Got a free education, which was my goal. It was a eye-opening experience. When you make the jump from high school to Division I basketball, that's quite the adjustment, and that took some getting used to. I wish I would have had a little more success at the college level, but I have no regrets, and I'm happy with the way things turned out.
You're having pretty good success raising your young men. You've got 3, but you tell me one of them is academically strong.
Yeah, my oldest really concentrates on the grades, and I'm real proud of him. He's got a great grade point average. He's in the college application process as a senior, and he's got a lot of good options and a lot of good choices, so I'm excited to see where he decides to go here in the next couple months.
Now I look back, I kind of looked up these stats. 1971, 1971, 2 players played together. That was Kit Carson. Kit Carson, he scored 1894 as a Husky. Rick McCoskey, 1747 as a Husky. I got to mention, your son shoots a good basketball. He got 43. He got 46. He's not too far away from 54-point leader Rick McCoskey for the school system.
Well, I hope he doesn't worry about that or think about that. He's a young, immature kid sometimes, so I know those points and those stats and those records are important to him, but I just reiterate to him, just take care of business, work on his game, play the right way, and all that stuff will take care of itself. So maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, but if he plays right, I think he'll put up some good numbers here at Hamilton Heights.
Very good. Very well said, and very good reply to what I just said. Because what I just said don't mean a whole lot. But I'm going to mention Tony Etchison. You're an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent. You've been so for how long now?
22 years.
Wow, that's incredible. Can I give you someone? Sure. We'll mention they can reach you at the Noblesville office. That's Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. You can call Tony Etchison at 317-501-6157. He'll take care of you, there's no doubt, just like he takes care of the basketball.
I appreciate that, AJ.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
All right. That's Tony Etchison talking with us at halftime. Had a great interview. I tell you what, the guy can play the game of basketball. He can do a whole lot more than basketball. If you want to call him, if you need insurance, check with Tony Etchison at the Noblesville office. That's the Indiana State Farm Bureau Insurance agent. That's Tony Etchison. Again, his cell phone number is 317-501-5157. And by the way, I didn't ask Tony, but he was born on the 14th day of April. And that was 6 years after me. So we're going to plug this back in. We're back. Okay, we're back plugged in. We'll see if my wife can give me an okay on the text, and then we'll start the second half. It belongs to Frankton. Frankton Eagles, 37-29, an 8-point advantage. 7:50 on the game clock. They'll work it down low. Low in the block, in the paint. Hook shot good. Credit the bucket. Number 40, Rylan Detling. Detling with the bucket. 39-29. They'll work the basketball. Hamilton Heights in the front court. Gus Etchison on the dribble. They go 14 feet. He'll take a jump. Won't release a shot. There's going to be a foul called opposite of the ball. Off the ball foul. Going to be called. It's going to be number 14, Ethan Bates. And Frankton has a foul. 7:32 on the game clock. They're working through the backcourt. A.J. Field deep in the backcourt to keep the ball. Thought he might be giving it to Hosteller. They'll dish it off to Gus Etchison. He'll work it left side. Behind the arc, got the bucket. A.J. Field, 39-32, a 7-point leader. Frankton Eagles. 7:14 on the game clock. Going to be a holding foul. Working down left corner baseline with the basketball, and the foul's going to be whistled on number 14. Check that. It's going to be whistled on 15. A.J. Field. They'll inbound the basketball right at the bucket on the baseline. It's number 14, Ethan Bates for Frankton. They'll work it down the paint. He'll go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. Number 20, John Hatzel. Foul occurs. And a rebounding foul going to be called against the Frankton Eagles. Foul's whistled on number 20, John Hatzel, chasing the ball. So 39-32, 7:07 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. In the front court, Hamilton Heights with the basketball. Trying to make the pass right here. Reach-in foul going to be whistled on Frankton. Number 10, Brayton Kane. Brayton Kane gets the foul. He picks up number 1 in the ball game. Going to be brought in from the front court. Hamilton Heights, they'll work it in to Hosteller. Now through the corner. Good swift pass to Isaac Hickok. Back to Hosteller. They'll bring it back out. He's working against number 10, Brayton Kane. They'll work it back left side to A.J. Field. He'll try an encore presentation. He'll get the bucket. Another three-point shot from the same spot. 39-35. Left elbow extended. Shot wouldn't go. Shot taken by Key. That was Caden Key. The ball secured by Hamilton Heights. Going to be a foul called in the backcourt. Trying to get the ball back in a hurry was number 10, Brayton Kane. He'll pick up his second foul of the ball game. 39-35. 4-point advantage for Frankton. 6:33 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. They're working through the front court now. Hamilton Heights going to drive the hoop. Gus Etchison off the glass, got the bucket. They put a soft shot off the top of the glass with some English. It'll fall in. It's 39-37. 2-point advantage for Frankton. 6:15, clock moving in the front court with the basketball. Number 14, that's Ethan Bates. They'll move it around right side. He'll get the ball back from number 20, John Hatzel. They'll work it left side. Baseline drive, got the bucket. John Hatzel, 2-point lay-in. Power layup from the baseline. 41-37. Hamilton Heights trail by 4. 5:53 on the game clock. Right side, behind the arc, is A.J. Field. He'll dribble now. He'll work the paint. He'll take a jump floater in the paint. About a 10-footer, got the bucket. 2-point lay-in for A.J. Field. A 2-point ball game. Frankton in front. 5:37 out top. 3-point lay-in. Key lets one go. Wouldn't go. Rebound Detling. Puts the ball back up and in. 6'7" Detling. Right place, right time. Got the putback. It's 43-39. 30-second timeout called on the floor. We'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. 1708 South 8th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. You can dial them up in Noblesville at 317-773-4800. They're authorized dealer for Penske Truck Rentals. They have one-way and local for households and businesses. Cargo vans up to 26 feet. Commercial with lift gates. Full line of moving supplies. Locally owned and operated since 1998. That's Indiana Express Rentals. Owner is on site daily. You can find them Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Indiana Express Rentals in Noblesville. They bring the ball up from the backcourt. Hamilton Heights with the possession. Crossing the timeline right side. Hosteller, he gets the pass, and he'll get it back from Brett Pennington. They'll work it left side. They'll work it to the corner. Pennington, 3-point shot in the air, wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Key. That's Caden Key. He'll bring it across the timeline. He'll dish it off there in the paint. Haxel, ball's loose. Dentley couldn't hold it. Picked up by Pennington. Pennington couldn't hold that one. Going to go off the foot. He'll go out of bounds. Turnabout's fair play. They give the ball back to Frankton. Frankton will bring the ball back in. Left of the, right there in front of the Huskies bench, about three-quarter court. They'll bring the ball left side. 14, Ethan Bates. Back out top. He'll move the basketball behind the arc. He'll dish it off to John Haxel out top. Left side with the basketball. They'll work it to number 10, Brayton Kane. Brayton Kane going to get the care of him. They'll work it back to the corner. Caden Key, three-point land, right elbow, I should say, right corner baseline. Caden Key from three-point land. 46-39, a 7-point advantage for Frankton. In the front court with the basketball. Hamilton Heights Huskies working it behind the arc. Isaac Hickok. They'll work it, little baseline drive. Floater. Good from the baseline. That's Gus Etchison. Had an opening, he took it. It's 46-41. They'll work it left side with the basketball chipped away, nearly a steal. Pretty good hands there by A.J. Field. They're trying to get it down to Detling. Ball goes out of bounds, belongs to Frankton. They'll keep the possession in the front court. They'll bring it out, or bring it in bounds in front of the crowd here, pretty near me. And right here, a guy holding some popcorn. He just got back from the concession stand. Pretty good night. It's cold outside, but it's warm in here. So they'll bring it to the front court. Brought the ball in. John Haxel in the hands of Ethan Bates. Ethan Bates on the dribble back pedal. In the ball game for Hamilton Heights is 23, Cray Leininger. They're working through the corner. That's Detling. Back out top. Haxel. He'll dish it off. They'll go in off the glass. They're going to call a foul on the floor prior to the shot. It's not NBA continuance. And a good call. The foul was called, but no shot awarded. And then the foul is going to be whistled on Cray Leininger. He'll pick up his third in the ball game. They're working into Detling. Turnaround jumper. He'll give it away. Actually, he's going to dish it off. Gets the bucket. Caden Key got the bucket. He got fouled. Whistle sounds, and he'll shoot one more. Caden Key, 6'1" senior. Going to go back to the stripe as mentioned, 64% free throw shooter on the season. His stats are up to date, 18 game stats. Shot up and good, 3-point play good at the foul line for Key. 49-41. 3:48 on the game clock. We're going to right side, jump shot inside the arc, good. 2-point bucket for Hudson Hosteller. And credit a good screen from Cray Leininger. So work it back in the paint, and drop it over the rim. 2-point bucket, good. Rylan Detling, 51-43, an 8-point ball game. From the corner baseline, got the bucket. Isaac Hickok, 3-point land, got the bucket. It's back to a 5-point ball game. Husky's going to call a 60-second timeout. 51-46. Frankton Eagles in front. 3:23 left here in the third quarter. And we'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Adler Attorneys. Attorney at law, they'll provide family law, personal injury, criminal defense, estate planning, litigation, appellate appeals, bankruptcy, and real estate law. They have personal service and dependable counsel. That's Raymond M. Adler, Seth R. Wilson. Their office is located at 136 South 9th Street, Suite 400. That's in Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. If you want to send an email to Mr. Ray Adler, you can at Ray, the @ NoblesvilleAttorney.com. That's Ray at NoblesvilleAttorney.com. You can reach them by dialing 317-773-1974. They have free initial consultation. The ball's going to be brought up from the backcourt, 84 feet away. It'll be brought up, tossed in by number 20, John Haxel. They'll bounce it in to Ethan Bates. He'll cross the timeline, right side, double team. They'll work it in. They'll go baseline. Haxel goes baseline off the glass. 53-46. On the dribble in the front court, Gus Etchison. Gus with the basketball. They're working behind the arc. Right elbow extended, rimmed out, wouldn't go. That was A.J. Field. They're going to call a foul. Yeah. double check here. Ball's going to be brought out of bounds. They make a quick call and an emphatic call. They call what they should, and we'll also mention 3 guys on the floor working the ball game at the varsity level. So the foul's going to be whistled right there. 3 minutes left, straight up in the third quarter. Foul's going to be whistled on Ethan Bates. He picks up number 2, brought in by Hamilton Heights. Brings it into Hickok. Out top now to A.J. Field. He'll take the basketball. He'll drive the lane. He'll go off the floater in the paint. Got the bucket. A.J. Field makes it a 53-48 ball game once again. A 5-point leader are the Frankton Eagles. 2:40 left here in the third quarter. On the dribble, behind the back. Working the basketball is Caden Key. Out top, they move it around the perimeter. They work it right side, now driving the paint. Was number 10, Brayton Kane, going to be a reach-in holding foul, whistle on Hamilton Heights. Hudson foul going to be whistled on Hudson Hosteller. He'll pick up number 3 in the ball game. Checking back in the ball game for Frankton, number 44, Will Watley. Will Watley, 6'5" senior. Taking a breather for Frankton is 22, Colt Litchie. Double check there, but they work the ball back out near the center line. They give the ball up. And that's Brayton Kane now with the basketball is the 14, Ethan Bates. Right side being worked right there against Pennington. They're working back around. They're working down low. Detling, block shot, Pennington. Got the ball back. Detling got the chair him, put it right back up and in. But Pennington, pretty good block shot against the 6'7". So we're working back the other way. It's stolen. Detling tosses it up ahead. Shot when you go for Caden Key. Ball's loose. It's picked up by Pennington. Pennington lost the handle. They're going to call a jump ball. Looks like Caden Key's feet were in 2 different places there, but they're going to call a jump ball. They're going to call a jump ball. It's going to be in the arrow going the direction of Frankton. Substitution, going to check in here in a moment. He's going to wait at the scorer's bench. Going to wait at the scorer's bench, waiting to check in. Conversation, 3 officials. 3 officials. They having a conversation right there at center court out in front of the scorer's bench. Now one of them going to let the scorer's bench know how it will be. So 1:59 on the game clock. Third quarter, 55-48. Frankton by 7. They're going to, I believe they call the jump ball. That's a tie-up, alternate possession arrow. And they're going to do that. They're going to honor the arrow, I believe. And Hamilton Heights going to inbound the basketball, and A.J. Field will inbound the basketball, but there's still a conversation. Coach Brobson, just curious what happened here. And he's being talked to by a couple of officials. One other official at the scorer's bench, talking to those keeping the score. And Coach Ballinger going to walk down past center court and make sure he's in on the conversation. He is the beneficiary of the basketball, according to the jump ball. But as mentioned, 2 guys holding the basketball. If one of them is traveling, then it's a travel. They're going to call a technical foul. Technical foul is the call. Caden Key. It's going to be a double technical. Caden Key going to get a technical foul called on him. That'll be a foul in the scores book. He wears number 30 for the Eagles, and I believe I heard the PA announcer mention that Isaac Hickok may have also picked up a technical. It's a double check. So evidently I don't think they're going to shoot shots because it is a double check, but both players will pick up a personal foul in the ball game. But they're still going to go with the evidently the jump ball. They're going to give the ball back give it to Hamilton Heights. They've got the arrow right now lit up at the scorer's bench. It will flip to the other direction when the ball comes in. It's brought in by A.J. Field. The arrow flips. We're going again. 1:55 here in the third quarter. At top of the basketball. Corey Vonfeld dishes off. Inside the arc. 2-point shot would go for Pennington. Going back the other direction with the rebound is Caden Key. Back the other direction. He'll dish off to Detling. Going to be a blocked shot. Blocked shot by A.J. Field. He'll pass it to the front court. He'll try to get it to Gus Etchison. Deflecting the ball out of bounds underneath the basket is number 10, Braden Brayton Kane, and the ball belongs to Hamilton Heights, right at the bucket. It'll be brought in by Pennington. They're going to blow a whistle. They're going to insert a substitution. Sub in the ball game prior to, it's okay. And number 20 back in the game, that's John Hassel. Taking a breather, it's 14, Ethan Bates. Brought in Hamilton Heights. Spin move. They're going to blow a whistle, call a travel. I'm not sure all these refs are attending all the same meetings. But anyway, 55-48. So they bring it in from the backcourt. Huskies give the ball up. They're bringing it from the backcourt now. Crossing it, timeline number 10, Brayton Kane. Out top of the basketball, Rylan Detling. Out top, they'll ditch the ball back. Near the center circle, Brayton Kane. They'll work it elbow right side to Detling. They'll work it to Key. He'll dribble. They'll work it back to Detling. Ball free, picked up by number 1, Corey Vonto. He goes back the other direction. Shot wouldn't go. Back towards the Frankton basket, number 10, and Brayton Kane. 2-point bucket, credit to shot, Caden Key. In the front court now. Ball's loose. Ball's on the floor. They'll see if they're going to call they're going to actually call a jump ball. Ball was loose. Hands were behind the back of the Frankton player, tying it up with Gus. But they give the ball back to Arrow. Goes back to Frankton. We got a shoe tie referee in front of the scorer's bench. He got that done. Here we go. 48.4 left. 57-48. Back in the ball game. Cray Leininger, number 23. For the Huskies. Might be an extended quarter break here for number 14, Brent Pennington. 48.4 left. We're in the third quarter. There's going to be a foul call. They're going to whistle a foul. Corey Vonfeld, I look up. He's on the deck as they're trying to inbound the basketball. He draws the foul because of unawareness. So the Huskies get the ball back. That foul's whistled on number 10, Brayton Kane. He's got 3 in the ball game. That's team foul number 7. It's a player control, won't shoot shots. The Huskies on the next common foul will go to the foul line. Huskies with 5 fouls thus far in the second half. 40 seconds left. Right side with the basketball. Gus Etchison. Deep in the corner of the front court. Nobody playing him. Pretty far off of him right now is John Hassel. 30 seconds. Stationary dribble. Gus Etchison. Gus Etchison holding the dribble right there in that particular spot. He's in front of the old bench area. That's where we're sitting. It's a nice place to watch a game and talk about one. But right now the basketball is stationary. 10 seconds left. Gus Etchison going to begin his approach. They'll move it left side, out top. Etchison going to go right side. He'll spin move. He'll take a shot near the buzzer. Shot wouldn't go. Head back wouldn't go. Isaac Hickok. Hickok may be picking up a foul over the back for the tip back. And he will. He was behind a Frankton Eagle. He tried to tip it back in with seconds remaining. He'll pick up his second. They're going to bring it in. 84 feet. Brought it in. They'll run the clock out. Score after 3 quarters of play. The Eagles 57, the Huskies 48. And we'll remind you this game is also in parts being brought to you by the Adler Building. If you're looking for office space, the Adler Building has office space available. Conference room availability should you need it. The Adler Building, located downtown Noblesville, Indiana. Located at 9th and Maple Street, just a block southeast of the Hamilton County Courthouse Square. And I will mention the Adler Building, about 27 years ago, belonged to the First Christian Church of Noblesville. And right now, the First Christian Church has since built a new facility out on Harriman Boulevard. And we'll mention you can contact the Adler Building. That's Kim Watson, 317-773-1974. For inquiries, you can contact Kim Watson, 317-773-1974, the Adler Building in Noblesville. They're going to inbound the basketball. It's going to belong to the Huskies. 15, A.J. Fields going to bring in the basketball. 8 minutes on the game clock. 57-48. Still inbound the basketball. The Huskies will get the first possession in the fourth quarter. Working to the backcourt, picking up the basketball. Entry pass brought in. Corey Von Felt with the basketball. They'll bounce it out top. Gus Etchison, he'll kick it to the corner. 3-point land. Rimmed off, wouldn't go. Isaac Hitchcock. Rebound secured by number 10, Brayton Kane. He'll go back the other direction. And they call blocking foul. Setting up, trying to draw the charging foul. They're going to call block. Took a shot. He'll get two shots at the stripe. Number 20 for Frankton. That's John Hatzel. First foul of the ball game for number 1, Corey Von Felt. Both teams with 7 fouls at the moment. So we'll shoot the bonus the rest of the way on a common foul before 10 appears. If it does, 7:42 on the game clock. First shot up, rimmed around, fell in. Number 20, John Hatzel. He's a 66% free throw shooter. He's currently 49 for 74 on the season. 7:42 on the game clock. He'll eye and fly the second one. Got it also. 59-48, an 11-point advantage for Frankton. 7:38 on the game clock. Crossing the timeline with the basketball, Corey Von Felt. They'll work it out top. They'll move it around the perimeter. Hickok, back to Etchison. He'll go baseline. He'll go off the glass. Got the bucket. Gus Etchison for 2. 59-50. Crossing the timeline with the basketball. Out top, number 10, Brayton Kane. Brayton Kane well out top, being loosely guarded there by Corey Von Felt. Now he'll be picked up on the switch by Cray Leininger. They're working down low. Detling in the paint, got the bucket. Detling with a floater for 2 points. 61-50. Right side with the basketball, Gus Etchison. He'll take a 3-point shot, right elbow extended, rimmed off, wouldn't go. Fight for the board, got the board. A.J. Field puts it back up and good. 2-point bucket, good. 61-52, a 9-point ball game. Timeout called by Coach Chad Ballinger. And we'll remind you, this game is also in part being brought to you by Sign Production. A business with a good sign is a sign of good business. Computer-generated, painted, and sandblasted signs, billboard advertising, large format signage, vehicle graphics and lettering, banners and window lettering. Sign Production since 1985. Located at 105 West Main Street, Arcadia, Indiana. You dial them up at 317-984-3765. By cell phone, you can dial them up or text them at 317-946-2424. That's Sign Production in Arcadia. So horn sound, 6:54 on the game clock. And the show, that's the first horn. And a good ball game. We knew we were in for a good game. Got to mention Frankton Eagles Class 2A last week. After the 22nd, they were ranked at number 10 when they were 15-3. So they got a new ranking comes out every Tuesday. Last one came out on the 29th. I'm not sure where they're at now. Huskies working in the front court, guarding the basketball. They're working it back around for 10, Brayton Kane. They're working right side. He'll keep the dribble alive. Picked up there by Cray Leininger. Cross-court skip pass, John Hatzel. Another cross-court skip pass, Caden Key. They'll drive baseline. They'll kick it back out. 3-point shot on the way. Rimmed out. Wouldn't go. Number 10, Brayton Kane. He'll give the ball back to Hamilton Heights. 6:28 on the game clock. To be brought in by Isaac Hickok. He'll toss it in. Number 1, Corey Von Felt with the basketball. Crossing the timeline. He's working there out top. Working against number 10, Brayton Kane. Going to be tipped away. Side of forward pass right there. Good hands by Brayton Kane. Goes out of bounds. Going to belong to Hamilton Heights once again in the front court. And checking out the ball game is Brayton Kane wearing number 10. And they check in with another player. And we'll let you know, I believe, Will Watley in the ball game. They're going with Watley, 14 base. He just Checks out, take it back. He's still there on the free throw line. They'll drive in. That's Gus Etchison. Shot wouldn't go. He got his shot recycled by Detling. Detling goes back the other direction. Dishes off left side, just outside the paint. Shot taken. There'll be a foul called. 14, Ethan Bates. Fouled in the act of shooting. He'll shoot twice. Foul's going to be whistled on number 1, Corey Vonfeld. He has 2 in the ball game. 5:57 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Rimmed off, wouldn't go. First shot for the lefty. He'll get a bounce pass from the official. Number 14, Ethan Bates. He's shooting a 59% free throw shot. Second one up and good. So he gets the back end of a 2-shot foul. That's Ethan Bates, 5'10" junior. So they'll work it back in the front court. On the dribble, Gus Etchison uses a screen from A.J. Field. Works it around the perimeter. Isaac Hickok now left side. Vonfeld will dish it down low. Craig Leininger shot wouldn't go. Got his own board. He'll keep possession. He'll bring it back out. They'll reset the offense with Gus Etchison. Now picking up Gus at the top of the key is Detling. He'll kick it right side. 3-point land. Got the bucket. Isaac Hickok for 3. 62-55, a 7-point ball game. 5:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Out top of the basketball, number 14, Ethan Bates. He'll dribble. He'll work it right side. They'll work behind the arc. Skip pass. They'll move it around to Watley. They'll move it back to John. They work it back in. They get the 2-point bucket down the paint. John Hassel gets the assist. Credit the bucket to Detling. 64-55, a 9-point advantage for Frankton. In the front court with the basketball. Hamilton Heights dribble it down low. Into paint, turnaround jumper. Right-handed hook good for Trey Leininger. Credit the assist to Corey Vonfeld. They'll work it down baseline. Outside the paint, going to be a block shot. Going to get a piece of the arm. Hamilton Heights going to pick up the foul down low. They'll go to the stripe once again. And then the foul is going to be whistled on number 15. That's A.J. Field. He'll pick up his 3rd foul in the game. 9th foul here in the second half on Hamilton Heights. First shot rolls around, fell in. At the foul line, number 30, Caden Key, 6'1" senior. 44, Will Watley checks out of the ball game. And get another shot at the foul line. Second shot wouldn't go. Rebound, Gus Etchison. Steps in front of the shooter. Brings it back the other way. He'll take a 3-point shot. Right side. Just right of center. 3-point land good for Gus Etchison. It's a 5-point ball game. 65-60. Frankton in front. They're working behind the arc. Right elbow extended. Shot wouldn't go for John Hassel. Back the other direction. They'll work it down low. Shot off the glass wouldn't go. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to stay in the front court. Last touch evidently by Frankton. Shot down low. Couldn't get the shot to fall. That was Craig Leininger. Try to stay with it. On the rebound, it's finally tipped out of bounds by Frankton. Another tip out as Craig Leininger tries to get it into the corner right there. A.J. Field. They'll bring the ball back in from a different spot closer to the corner. Detling going to guard the inbound. They'll work it down. They get it into Hosteller. Kicks it back out. 3-point land shot for Isaac Hickok wouldn't go. Rebound, Craig Leininger. He'll dish it off in the paint. 2-point shot good for A.J. Field. A 3-point ball game at the 4-minute mark. Timeout called. Frankton. Clock drops down to 3:59 before the timeout is called. It's a 60-second timeout in a 3-point ball game. Frankton will have the basketball up by 3. Here, about midway through the fourth quarter, we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com. Since 2008, PutMeInSports.com has been bringing internet radio high school sports to the listening ears of the IHSAA fans. Football in the fall with the Tipton Blue Devils, basketball in the winter, and baseball each spring with Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. We'll mention we welcome you to continue listening to high school sports, and we thank you for listening to PutMeInSports.com. This game is also being simulcast by Hamilton County TV.com. I understand they're going to simulcast the girls' game on Saturday on the 2nd. That'll be the girls' game at Newcastle. Hamilton Heights girls going to play against the Muncie Burris Lady Owls. That'll be a 6 o'clock start. If you want to listen to Put Me in Sports, you may. If you want to tune in to HamiltonCountyTV.com, that's www.hctv.com. You can find them on Twitter and Facebook also. You can capture the game on your smartphone. 65-62. Ball's in the front court. 3:50 on the game clock. Lost the handle. Ball's loose. We regained it. That's Dentling. They go down low in the paint. Shot wouldn't go first time. Got the rebound put back. Caden Key gets the bucket in the paint. 67-62. Behind the arc. Craig Leininger going to take a shot outside the paint. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound secured by Drayton Kane. Going to walk across the timeline with the basketball, number 14, Ethan Bates, the 5'10 junior. He'll work it out top. He'll work it left side. Going to go baseline off the glass. Shot goes in. Number 10, Drayton Kane, 5'11 senior, gets the bucket. It's 69-62. Back to a 7-point advantage for Frankton out top of the basketball. They'll bring it back out. That's A.J. Field. Spin move. He'll take a shot. Elbow left side. Got the bucket. Wow. He might have got away with one, but the bucket goes in. 69-64. 2:52 on the game clock. Baseline. Working the basketball now. Number 10, Drayton Kane. Working it outside to work in the paint. Block shot. Gus Etchison blocked the shot of Caden Key. Picked up there after the carom by Hosteller. To the front court. 3-point shot short off the rim. A.J. Field. Ball's loose. Chasing the basketball. Picked up by Gus. To get it to Hosteller. They go right elbow extended off the glass. Wouldn't go. That was Isaac Hickok. So no buckets, but a lot of excitement at the Husky end on that possession. 69-64. 5-point advantage for Frankton. They'll work the ball around. Ball's loose. Going to regain possession right there, Ethan Bates. They're working around the perimeter. Caden Key in the hands now, left baseline. It's Drayton Kane. Back out top to Detling, being guarded by Cray Leininger. They're working down low off the glass. Got the bucket. Frankton Eagle, number 14, Ethan Bates. 71-64. 7-point ball game. 1:48 on the game clock. Huskies in the front court with the basketball. Hudson Hosteller. Out top, he'll work it right side behind the arc. Isaac Hickok, dish it off. Baseline drive, Gus Etchison. Ball's knocked loose there. No call. They give the ball back to Frankton. Frankton gets it on the carom. In the front court, number 20, John Hassel. Out top on the dribble, he'll work it right side, Caden Key. Well out top, 6'7" Rylan Dentley. He'll work it down low. Bounce pass. Deflects off of A.J. Field. They go back the other direction. The Huskies do. They go off the glass. 2-point bucket for Hosteller. Timeout called. Coach Ballinger. A 5-point ball game once again. 1:14 left in regulation. And they'll call a 60-second timeout. And we'll remind you this game is also in parts being brought to you by FritzandFishers.com since 1983. You can visit them online. They have great cars, great prices, great customers. You can dial them up at 317-842-2228. That's at their Fishers dealership. They have 2 Hamilton County locations. One in Fishers at 8599 East 116th Street. That's Fishers, Indiana. And one in Noblesville. That's Fritz in Noblesville at 2400 Westfield Road, Noblesville, Indiana. Just between Noblesville and Westfield along State Road 32 at Mill Creek Road. We'll also mention you can explore their quality used car inventory. You can visit them online or you can visit them on site. That's FritzandFishers.com. FRITZ. Second buzzer sounds. 71-66. 5-point ball game. Ball's going to be inbound by the Frankton Eagles. They'll bring it from the opposite baseline. They'll go 84 feet, pretty much. They'll work it in. Haxel into Key. Caden Key on the dribble. Triple team in the backcourt. He'll back it right side. They'll get across the timeline on a dribble. Shot from the baseline. Wouldn't go. Number 10, Drayton Kane. Going back the other direction. Hamilton Heights court, Von Felt. They go left elbow extended, 3-point shot good for 24. Hudson Hostetler. Hudson Hostetler on the season, shooting a 41% clip from three-point land. Timeout called. 30-second timeout. Hamilton Heights, 71-69, a 2-point ball game. This game is also in part being brought to you by McCreary Concrete Products Incorporated. They have 2 central Indiana locations, Rushville, Indiana, and Tipton, Indiana. You can dial them up in Rushville at 765-932-3058. You can dial them up in Tipton at 765-675-2657. And we'll mention on the web, you can find them at McCrearyConcrete.com. That's McCreary Concrete.com. McCreary Concrete Products Incorporated. You can call them for your next commercial concrete pour. It's going to be inbound from the baseline. They'll go double baseline pass. They'll bring it back in, and a foul's going to be whistled. A.J. Field. They use the double baseline toss to move the inbound, and a foul occurs. A.J. Field has 3 in the ball game. They'll walk the distance. Foul number 9 for the Huskies, so they'll shoot the 1 in bonus. They'll put on the foul line 6'7" Ryan Detling. Detling on the season, he leads, take that back. He's shooting 75% at the foul stripe, 53 for 71 entering the ball game. He'll eye and fly the first one. It'll rim around. It'll fall in. He got the first one. Get some congratulatories from teammates on the floor. 72-69, a 3-point ball game. 55.9 seconds left here in the fourth. He'll eye the second one. He'll float it. It'll rim around, fall off. Rebound, Hamilton Heights. Pennington with the board. We get it to Hudson Hostetler, a 3-point ball game. 48 seconds left. Huskies in the front court, going to dish off Pennington. Out top, he'll keep the dribble alive. They get it back to Corey Vonfeld. They go between the legs, they'll go in the paint. They'll take a floater shot, wouldn't go on the finger roll. Rimmed out, wouldn't go. Rebound secured by number 30, Caden Key. They foul Caden Key in a hurry. They put him on the foul line, but the next shots will be the double bonus. Foul's going to be whistled on Hamilton Heights. Number 14, Brent Pennington. He's got 2 in the ball game. 2 fouls for Caden Key. He'll eye the first one. It'll rim off. Wouldn't go. Still a 3-point ball game. 35.4 seconds left. Key gets the bounce pass from the official, eyes the next one, and got it. Back end of a 2-shot foul makes it a 4-point game. That's Caden Key. 34 seconds. Front court, back court to the front court. Pennington. Double team. He'll jump pass, work it down low. Ball tipped away, stolen by John Hassel. He makes a pass right back to A.J. Field. In the paint, he goes up for 2. Sometimes it's difficult. I've been told you don't save a basketball underneath the other team's basket. But anyway, that's just how the ball bounces. Timeout called. 73-71. 23.8. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies at 1720 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Your one-stop shopping trip for trophies, plaques, and awards. You can visit Noblesville Trophies at the south edge of Noblesville, where the customer finishes first. On the web, it's NoblesvilleTrophies.com. They're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can dial them up at 317-773-7391. That's Noblesville Trophies in Noblesville. So they're going to inbound the basketball. He can run the baseline. Belongs to Frankton. Going to get him the basketball right of the bucket. He'll run left of the bucket. Now back right of the bucket. Inbound the basketball to Caden Key. Caden Key with the basketball looking across the timeline. Does so. He'll hand off the ball right there. Ethan Bates. Ethan Bates gets to the front court. They foul him quickly with 16.9 left. 73-71. Foul's going to be whistled on Hamilton Heights. 24, Hudson Hostetler. He'll pick up his fourth foul in the ball game. Going to get some conversation with Coach Ballinger and Coach Brett right there. First shot goes in. He's going to get one more. So good. First shot goes in. 14, Ethan Bates at the foul line. 59% free throw shooter entering the ball game. Shot up, got both of them. 75-71. Clock rolling, 15 seconds. Huskies in the front court. Hosteller dishes off, shot out top. A.J. Field rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound, Detling. Detling secures the board. A foul occurs immediately. 8.2 seconds left. 75-71. Foul's going to be whistled. Number 14, Brent Pennington, will pick up his third foul in the ball game. He knows the game. He fouled immediately. Going to put Detling on the foul line. Detling, 75% free throw shooter. First one up and good. He's 3 for 3 in the ball game. At that high elevation, doesn't have to drop it too far over. He's 6'7". He'll get some good knees bent. He'll eye and fly the second one. Got it also. 77-71. Timeout called. Timeout called. Frankton. 8.2 left. 77-71. And I'll remind you, attention, prom goers. Prom goers, Yancey's Tuxedos in Noblesville at 1740 South 10th Street. You can dial Yancey. That's Dan Yancey, 317-773-2973. 15 years in business. Best prices in Hamilton County. And you can be out of county. You can go to the prom and pick up a tuxedo from Yancey's Tuxedos in Noblesville. And he will beat the big box store. Variety of tuxes and men's suits available. You can call Dan Yancey, 317-773-2973. You can set an appointment for a Saturday. He'll meet you there, and he'll do your sizes and make sure that you look nice when you enter the prom area. Prom just around the corner for about every school, so something to think about. Yancey's Tuxedos in Noblesville. We're going to inbound the basketball left of the bucket. Going to be brought in, number 14, Brent Pennington. 8.2 left, 77-71. He'll use the baseline. He'll work it right side. He'll dish off to Gus Etchison on the dribble. Out top, three-point lay-in. Rimmed out, wouldn't go for Gus. Rebound put back, wouldn't go for Pennington. A rebound put back, wouldn't go for Isaac Hickok. And we played 32 minutes. 32 minutes gone by. A good ball game on a cold evening. 7:58 on the wristwatch. Final score. Frankton Eagles 77. Hamilton Heights Huskies 71. We thank you for listening. And we hope you'll enjoy basketball this weekend. Girls basketball sectionals. We'll mention the Frankton Eagles. Again, we'll play LaPel. 6 p.m. That's tomorrow night. Second game of the sectional. They earned the right to be there. They'll play LaPel tomorrow night. In Hamilton Heights, Lady Huskies will play on Saturday, the 2nd of February. They'll play the 6 o'clock ball game versus Muncie Burris. That'll be at Newcastle High School. If you'd like to listen, Putney in Sports will carry the ball game along with HamiltonCountyTV.com. And we thank you for listening. Appreciate my wife back home. Sound check, and she listened to the duration. And I thank our halftime guest, Tony Etchison, one of the most quality young men you'll ever meet. If you want to call somebody up and get a quote, or maybe even plan on getting the quote, you can call Tony Etchison in Noblesville, and he'll help you get the job done. That's Tony Etchison, 317-501-6157, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Noblesville office. So no matter if you're home or away, if you're teaching or learning, you've always got to keep the fire burning.